Hey Frontline fans, welcome back to Comic Frontline and fans. You're back with me, Mike Spider Slayer, getting ready to do that all-important comic book review so you, the fans, can make a decision on what comic books to buy. And today, guys, we're talking about The Walking Dead, issue number 155. That's right, guys, otherwise known as Tip of the Spear. Here on the cover, we get to see Dwight and all of Alexandrians looking like they're getting ready for war here. The art is done by Charlie Adlard. The book is obviously written by Robert Kirkman. Good looking book in this issue. I thought it was better than usual because there is an actual really good fight scene here by Alpha's second in command, Beta, and you get to see Michonne and Beta do this battle against each other. And some of the facial expressions that were going on in this book were really well done. I really enjoyed some of like the fighting scenes and the shooting scenes and all that stuff like that, and I love the kind of like the position that Michonne was in here as well. And I love all like the dialogue with the machine guns going off to see, you know, how much action was going on in this particular issue. So now that I like the artwork, let's recap the story. So there are spoilers just in case you guys are not familiar with my reviews, and then I'll give you my final thoughts at the end. All right, so if you read issue number 154 and you're not up to speed yet, we found out that Aaron wound up getting stabbed with the battle with the Whisperers, and every moment counts here. And Michonne is trying to defeat the Whisperers to try to get Aaron back to safety. And we get to see her do battle against Beta, and we see other zombies get into the mix of things in here. And so she's just fighting for her life and Aaron's life at the same exact time. Just as things looked at their bleakest, we wind up finding out that Dwight and the other Alexandrians make their appearance, and they try to they do their best at stopping Beta and the others at the same time. So Michonne just sits there and goes, "You guys promised me that you're going to go after him." It's like, I got to get Aaron back to the Alexandria because he is clinging to life and he's pretty much bleeding out at this particular point in time. So he's hanging on to Michonne with the horse making the way back to Alexandria. In the meantime, we wind up seeing Andrea make her way back from the hilltop and talk to Rick and finding out all the things that has happened while she has been gone this whole entire time. And we find out that Andrea is a little bit upset at Rick because he's been writing things on walls about the Whisperers, and she realizes that she's catching on that Rick has been talking to Negan, and you know, Rick kind of sounds like Negan here. And then right when we end that particular scene, we wind up finding out that it shifts over to Negan, and so we see Negan's story talking with Alpha here, and he gives him kind of a little lowdown, lies a little bit, and does his little humor that he does about trying to hook up with Alpha and whatnot, and she doesn't take any shit from him. You know, when he makes this pretty disgusting penis joke, she just clocks him right in the face, and he's like, okay, I crossed the line, I'm sorry. And his dialogue, though, is always just hysterical, funny, and you just can't wait to see what comes out of his mouth. Alpha's still trying to listen to Negan because Negan feels that he has something to offer to the Whisperers and that he is very valuable to this group of people. Now, in the meantime, we wind up seeing Dwight and the others trying to escape the Whisperers' territory, and by the time we wind up getting to the end of this issue, we know that war is going to come because the Whisperers realized that they were into the territory, and we know what has happened in the past when they crossed their lands. Rick and the group were warned, and basically we wind up finding out that, you know, this is an act of war, because that's basically what's going to happen. Some other little storyline that we see really quickly here in this book is just a quick glance of Lydia and Carl, as obviously they're still together, they're hooking up, and Carl makes Lydia very happy. I can basically sit there and predict a definite pregnancy going here with Carl having his own baby in the future and him being a dad. So I can definitely see that happening. Where everything else goes, I'm not sure. Aaron continues to cling on to life. Will he survive? Will he die? How is this war going to pan out between the Whisperers and Rick's group? I'm not sure either, but I think it's going to be a very costly one. And will Negan actually join the Whisperers, or will he eventually get caught in the crossfire between this war as well? I think things are going to heat up pretty, quite immensely here between all the groups, and the outcome is going to be very costly for all the groups here. So we'll see what happens. In the end, when it comes to The Walking Dead issue number 155, it is a very slow burn type of story right now. When I really look at things overall in this series, not much has really happened. And I got to give this one a 4 out of 5. I'm looking for a little bit more action, a little bit more development when it comes to the story, but nevertheless it continues to be a good read, and we get to see the Walking Dead continue when it comes to the humans. The humans have always been the greatest threat, and now Rick feels like the humans are a great threat within his community as well, and that's why he had to deter things away from him and focus on the Whisperers. So again, it always focuses back on the humans with this series, and that's what makes this series so good, and not focus on the zombies so much, as that has become total an afterthought here. So guys, in the comments below, tell me what you thought of The Walking Dead issue number 155. And fans, as always, thank you for watching Comic Frontline. And until that next comic book review, this is Mike Spider Slayer signing off, and take care, guys. I'll see you soon. Bye.